Hey there, fellow podcast enthusiasts and aspiring hosts. If you're already in the podcasting game or gearing up to join the ranks, you're in for a treat. Get ready to unlock the secrets that will take your voice to new heights, reaching not just listeners, but millions of eager ears. As we delve into this fascinating realm, remember that our journey begins with a single crucial tip. This tip, an essential nugget of wisdom, could be the game changer in your podcasting endeavor. The secret to successful podcasting lies in the power of a catchy and informative introduction. Now, you might be wondering, why is an engaging introduction so crucial? Well, it serves three essential purposes. Firstly, it grabs your listener's attention. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with information, standing out is key. A compelling introduction can be the difference between a potential listener clicking away or sticking around to hear what you have to say. Secondly, the introduction sets the mood for the entire episode. It's like the opening scene of a movie. If done right, it can captivate your audience, sparking curiosity and building anticipation for what's to come. Lastly, the introduction provides a brief overview of what to expect. It's your opportunity to give listeners a sneak peek into the episode's content. This helps them decide whether the episode aligns with their interests or not, increasing the chances of them listening till the end. But remember, while crafting your introduction, it's important to be creative, genuine, and concise. Creativity helps you stand out, genuineness builds trust with your audience, and conciseness respects their time. So, there we have it. A well-crafted introduction is the first step to a successful podcast. But how do you create one? Creating a compelling podcast introduction is an art, and here is how you can master it. The introduction is your golden opportunity to entice your audience, to pique their curiosity, and keep them around for the entirety of your episode. So, let's break it down. First off, start with a hook. This is your chance to grab your listeners' attention right off the bat. Think of it as the headline of your podcast episode. It could be a provocative question, a surprising fact, or a bold statement that resonates with your audience. The hook is all about creating intrigue and setting the tone for the rest of your episode. Next, give a brief overview of the episode. This is where you share what your listeners can expect from the episode. However, remember to keep it short and sweet. You don't want to give away all the goodies just yet. Tease your content, pique their interest, but leave them wanting more. A succinct yet engaging overview can make your audience eager to delve into the meat of your podcast. Then, add a personal touch. As a podcaster, your unique voice and perspective are your biggest assets. Use them to your advantage. Share a personal story or anecdote that ties into the theme of your episode. This helps create a bond with your listeners, making them feel like they're part of a conversation rather than just passive consumers of content. Lastly, remember to keep your introduction brief. Ideally, it should be no more than a minute or two. Anything longer, and you risk losing your audience before the episode even begins. A short, punchy introduction is more likely to keep your listeners engaged and ready to dive into the main content. Creating a compelling introduction is all about balance. You want to intrigue your listeners without giving too much away. Share enough to pique their interest but leave them wanting more. It's a delicate dance, but with practice you can master it. By following these steps, you can craft an introduction that will hook your listeners from the start. In the realm of podcasting, the right introduction can make all the difference. We've explored the significance of a catchy and informative introduction and how it can set the tone for your entire podcast. We delved into how an engaging introduction can pique your listeners' interest, drawing them in and setting the stage for the content to follow. We also discussed the art of crafting the perfect introduction. We learned that it should be succinct yet informative, teasing the listener with what's to come without giving too much away. We discovered that it should reflect your podcast's personality, and that it can often be the deciding factor in whether a listener sticks around or moves on. Now we understand that a compelling introduction can be a powerful tool in your podcasting toolkit, instrumental in boosting your podcast's success. Now that you know the secret, it's time to step up your podcasting game. Remember, the first few seconds can make or break your podcast, so make them count. For more podcasting tips, visit Simply Podcasting at simplypodcasting.io.